trying to get my makeup together. So I set it on the floor. Hi guys, happy Friday. How's it going? I thought I would come say hi, and I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Yeah, I've had some people send me some messages that have been really sweet, and some people asking questions too, so I had nothing else going on this evening, and I was like, I'll just hang out and see if anyone else wants to chat. So it's getting better. Nice. I'm glad. I'm gonna do some makeup too. So I did the bra video last Sunday, and I'm happy to report it's still going strong. I love this thing. I honestly have stopped wearing the sports bra. So, mission accomplished. Why did something just crash outside? No, we're good. So I've been trying to come up with some ideas for some new MTF schools. I kind of like doing the 2.5 minute, longer ones, once a week. I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. And then kind of doing more of an in-depth topic, or kind of exploring a topic a little bit more than just kind of a 30-second hee hee ha ha. So it seemed like people liked the bra one, so I might try to do something more like that. But if you guys have any ideas or any questions about any of the videos I've made, or you have suggestions for videos you want me to make, please let me know. I'm just gonna hang out for the next hour or so. So yeah, let me have some background music. This one's called Drag Queen Internet Hooker by my friend Parcher. Yeah. I'm gonna start with highlighter. This is my new highlighter. Is this the one that's dried out? Yeah, so that's the one that's 3 years old. I should just throw that out. And someone also was asking me about EMDR, which is something I cover on the podcast side of things. So if anyone has any questions about that stuff too, let me know. So I already did my moisturizer in the bathroom. So I'm gonna go in with highlighter. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer from e.l.f. from CVS. So I'm gonna... Actually, no, I want to do my, my brows first. I have this, little, brow razor thing. It's a fine hair razor. I've been trying this for my brows instead of plucking them, because it hurts less, and honestly, it's faster. So, just get all up in there, and I just kind of, go the direction of the hair that is growing, because that is a tip that someone gave me when I did a brow tutorial last year. So, we're gonna do this. It's very sharp, so I have to be very careful not to like just take off half the brow though. I've also seen people say never do anything above your brow. I haven't like explored that, so I'm just gonna not touch up there. I'm gonna trust the opinion. I kind of do like down here too. I also have like really sensitive skin, as you can see, so it will get like really red for a little bit. But the highlighter will definitely help with that. And then I do this section here a little bit. I'm not trying to like shave my brow past like this line because then it'll look kind of strange. And I did makeup. I think that was that from MTF school the other day. I did a lot of makeup for MTF school last weekend and I broke out. So I did not take off my makeup well enough, clearly. So that's what highlighter is for, I guess. So I'm gonna go this way. I really need to get my hair done soon, but it's expensive. But I haven't had it done since, has it been since February? That's not good. So I definitely need my roots done. It's getting very dark. Let me actually use it the right way. But yeah, I kind of also, I don't know, should I do this every Friday? Even just to hang out. It's kind of what I'm thinking, maybe. I'm not going up too high, am I? Stubborn little hair. Oh my god. Like, goddamn. Cool, let's try a different direction. Hell yeah. Okay. My brows feel sculpted. I'm gonna grab a little lotion. Kind of, you know. Excuse me. Okay, let's do some highlighter. Obviously a good first spot. Obviously very necessary. Definitely there. Definitely there. My T-zone, and where I just plucked my brows, for sure. And it's after a 9 to 5 shift under eye. Now let's blend. Where the hell is... I'm gonna use this little thing. It has its own little, like, handle. I'm gonna dip it a little bit in water. Give it something to work with. And I'm just gonna dab. Oh wow, this is really full coverage highlighter. Concealer. Concealer. Well, I've kind of used the whole thing as foundation, so... Yikes. Committing. Overdoing it. It's fine. I look like a Victorian child. Okay. Where's the mirror? And my towel. I'm gonna do some powder now. Let's powder this bitch down. I'm using my like $3 LA Color loose finishing powder from CVS. And I look very washed out. So what I'm going to do now is kind of add that color back in. And I'll look a little more human again. We have a fighter. Sure. Ugh. It's kind of sad, like, when my face is like when I'm that pale that I can literally use like concealer as foundation. But hey. Okay. That looks way better, actually. I'm gonna powder that down. And now I need to really brush it off. And I'm gonna blend this down my neck actually a little bit too, and do the tops of my ears so that it doesn't look like I'm like, I need the rest to like match a little bit too. It needs to be a little bit more seamless. So I'm just gonna, this is a thing. Oh. Have I been using the right concealer the whole time? Okay. Kind of forgot which one I've been using. That's concerning. Hi, Witchy. Oh, it took me months to get through episode 1, but got through the rest super quick leading up to similar reliving your... You've been watching all of it? Thank you. Oh my god. It took you months to get through episode 1. I'm assuming you're talking about episode 1, which is like 2 hours long. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate that. You've got through the rest super quick, leading up to similar reliving. What do you mean by similar reliving? Like kind of getting up to like catching up to the present day? During your daily walks. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I'm gonna write down. I always forget, like when people comment on like lives, when I download the live and to put it up on YouTube later, it doesn't show me the comments anymore. So I kind of forget like when people say things, I want to make sure I follow them back. Would she be 33? During your daily walks. Thank you so much. I'm so excited that someone wanted to talk about 12. Police interview regarding trauma. Is that, oh, that's a situation. Are you saying that that's something you're going through? Sweet. Wow. I don't know. That made my whole night. Thank you. I only know like a couple people who like watch all of them. My friend Addie is one of them, and she'll like text me every time she watches an episode. She'll like take a picture of her TV. All sorted. My boyfriend helped me though. Please. Wow. I'm glad it's all sorted. I'm glad you had the support. That is crazy. That sounds really scary. Yeah, I was kind of, I experienced that a little bit in episode 1, like you said you watched. So I hope that episode helped in any way. And I hope everything is okay with, like, I hope you're safe. I hope everything's as okay as it can be. But yeah, I hope the podcast has been helping, and thank you for watching and listening. Thank you. I forgot what I was doing with my makeup. Oh, blending. Yeah. It's I'm trying to have like that is too loud. I've been trying to have like a good balance of like really heavy shit versus like kind of lighter but still important stuff, if that makes sense. Like this week's is a lot, the one that came out on Tuesday, but next week is my friend Percher, whose music I'm listening to, and that's a really fun episode. So, but yeah, can I ask, did you find Twath through, like, or did you find the podcast through, like, MTF school? Like, or, like, through, like, were you part of the MTF school to Twath pipeline, as I say? Oh, I look forward to listening. Yeah, thank you. Definitely. Oh, next week's. Yes. I just got the first draft from our audio guy today. I'm very excited. It's fun. And it's my best friend Parker and I. We did a vacation together recently and went and saw Ethel Cain, so we talk about that. Or we kind of preview that and then talk a lot about his new music that's coming up, and yeah. But yeah, so how are you guys doing? What are you guys doing this weekend? And are you doing anything fun with your Friday night? Found Me first, then MTF school, and then ground through Twath. Gonna do an animation at some point. What do you mean by that? That sounds very, I'm not sure what you mean by that. That's very, very sweet. I'm also a little scared. Or maybe scared's the wrong word. I'm autistic. You're chilling with your boyfriend. Nice. My boyfriend is working. Animation with the deer? If you do something like that, I would love to share it. I'd love that. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I like do some drawing. I'm not like a this is a TISM safe space. I draw, and I just like draw clothes and stuff too, but I haven't like been able to do a lot more. I'm not like an animator, you know what I mean? Like I kind of can do, hi Celeste, I can kind of do like a still, like a perspective, but I'm not like a trained artist or anything. This is another, I tried to do like I tried to do a like a younger version of the deer, and this is I was trying to do it on paint on acrylic. So this is what I came up with last summer. And then I ended up going back to Procreate and doing the one that I have that's like wearing a trans flag. It's like somewhere on my feed. But yeah. I'm so glad you like the deer. That makes me so happy. I can try to... Where is he? Also, if you have any ideas for like guests who you would want to see on the podcast, please let me know. Procreate is life. It is. I was using Freeform before on my iPad, and I didn't realize what I was missing and how limited I was being. And Freeform, once you do beyond like 10 layers or whatever, it'll start crashing. The deer is a great representation of survival. Thank you. Yay. That's what I wanted to convey, so thank you. Trying to find... I have some like... Oh, okay, so here's the younger fawn that I ended up putting out. Also, I am starting to work on ideas for like t-shirts and stuff, so if you ever like want your art to be part of that, please send it my way. Those damn kids are skateboarding. I'm gonna try to do some more art, but for me, TWAF is a community thing, so I'd love for anyone else to be a part of it as well. This music is stressing me out now. I'm trying to find something that's not gonna get me copyright stricken. Fuck, it's all copyrighted. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay. Let's do this one. Okay. Sorry. So this is the fawn, like I mentioned. The deer's name is Chetwynd, and he's my firstborn. I fear I will not be having biological children, but he is some of the closest I will get. This is actually like the official like wide shot of the logo. So, which I used kind of the full thing for season 1. For season 2, I've done like the close-up, which I'm really happy about. Boyfriend draws. I tend to do 3D. It's gone midnight here, but wanted to stop in and say thank you for the podcast. It helps as a survivor to know you're not alone and others understand. Screenshot. Thank you. Sorry, I just needed to screenshot that. I just want to say thank you so much for listening to the podcast and for the train that's going to go by and be very loud. Cool. But no, thank you so much. And yeah, please reach out. I'll follow you, and thank you for being willing to do something about the deer. So thank you. And I'm glad that you don't feel alone. That is my goal. And yeah, that's why I joined tonight. Actually, like I've been kind of struggling, and I was like, I really wanna talk to you guys and hang out. So thank you. And sorry, it's almost midnight. You must be in like the UK, I'm guessing. So have a great night. Nice to meet you. I didn't catch your name, but I will. The train emoji. I will follow you once I don't know how to like do it. Can I do it without leaving the live? Oh, your name's Alex. Okay. Nice to meet you, Alex. I am taking notes. Thank you so much. I love you, and that means a lot. So have a great night if you're still here. Wait, your initials are AJ too? Oh, is Arcane your last name? Yeah, my full name is Alice Jean, Jeanne. So yeah, EJ. 12th card. I don't think I've caught your name either. Human. I lived in a next to the tracks room. What a fun adventure. You get used to it, but calls, videos do not. Yes. Exactly. And then we have like Amtrak across the street, and then it's like they'll slam on the horn. But then there's also like cargo trains that go by, and those are like super fucking loud, and they like shake the whole house. And it is kind of a problem when filming the podcast because we have to be like, everyone stop. let the noise pass. Alex J. All right. Well, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great night. And that made my whole night what you said, so thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I mentioned in the new episode on Tuesday, but I'm really trying to. Oh my gosh! Hey, I'm trying to remember your name again. Oh, Vivian. Okay, Vivian. Hi. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Please tell Sky I said hi if you see her as well. And I hope you're doing well. I am trying to start working on some ideas for t-shirts. I really want to do MTF school shirts, do Will of the Hunted shirts. Thank you. And if you're interested in doing the podcast at all, I would love to connect with you. I'm going to make a note of that, actually. I don't know if you watch the podcast or have any interest in doing it, but Sky spoke very highly of you, and I'd love to hear your story as well. Yeah. Okay, awesome. I am starting to kind of put together a list for this fall, so yeah, I'll definitely reach out. Thank you. And yeah, our current season goes through July. We've had a lot of schedule changes. So we'd probably start filming again in like August or September, but I'll definitely reach out before then. And I'm making a note, so thank you. Total card, hell yeah, oh yeah. Standing near them for the wind is amazing. Something incredible about those thousands of tons rolling by is nice. It's very humbling. Except the Amtrak going through New England, going like 50 to 80 miles per hour through like New England towns is very dangerous. They slam on their horn, but we have some stubborn drivers who are on the tracks, and that's caused some unfortunate situations in our area. But yeah, that's like the worst thing, or not the worst. I mean, it's really sad because there's like flowers on like the train tracks and stuff because of people who have gotten hurt or worse. But yeah, that's a weird tangent. I'm sorry. Okay. 50 to 80 is intense. I was on the reading mainline, and 45-ish was max. That said, people still find themselves on the tracks. Reading Massachusetts, like the commuter rail. Yeah, and like, luckily, a lot of our train accidents up here aren't like people reading Pennsylvania. Okay. Yeah, a lot of them aren't like people, doing it intentionally, which is, it's tough. When I lived in Boston, it was like the trains were stopped all the time for not good reasons. Reading Railroad. Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit. Oh, it's the podcast theme song. Yeah. We predicted. That's fucking loud, right? Oof, Boston, that's gotta be flies on a windshield. Oh my god. Yeah, it was tough. So speaking of kind of the shirts idea, I have a design for MTF school. This is so loud. I'm sorry. Has intense horn action, not proper for a crossing either. Too long, too short, too long. Yeah, I think they get noise complaints for sure. This is a really crazy design. I'm not sure if like people are gonna like this or not for like an MTF school shirt. But let's ask the audience. It's the psychotic teacher eating the school. And then did I have anything else? I don't know. Like, obviously some with like the trans flag and stuff too. But oh, thank you. I was like kind of going for like Pennywise crazy, like, I don't know, because I like doing that like crazy teacher impersonation, and she's like some like, lower energy deity entity, like earth spirit, so something more evil, something more sinister. So but yeah, that is like too long, didn't read. Long story short, I had a clothing brand a few years ago, which I've talked about a lot on the podcast. My dad is a big Pink Floyd fan. And things happened and I stopped designing clothes, but I've been doing a lot of healing and I'm trying to start doing clothes again. So I really want to do Will of the Hunted stuff. I want to do MTF school stuff. And then I want to have just kind of like my own designs under another kind of like little project that I'm working on. So also, my goal is to get a studio space for the podcast, because we are filming in our basement and it floods. She's been flooding, and also just kind of like the train and roommates and stuff. So that's my goal this year, is to like actually start making it a business and working towards getting a studio space, hopefully this time next year. So we actually toured. We have like an artist space pretty close to us, and we went and toured some of the open studios just for fun, and it got me very motivated. So I'm like, okay, I need to start getting these shirts together. The ghosts are an important part. Yeah. So yeah. And then I do want to go back into kind of cut and sew, like clothing design as well, like I used to do. That is also a goal this year. But yeah. I hope that's interesting or enticing. Yeah, I think it'll just, like, I really want to, like, be able to wear stuff, like, to represent the podcast and MTF school and stuff. But I also, yeah, I really want to start kind of working towards being able to do this full time, because I still work 40 hours a week, and there's so much more I want to do with these projects. And, like, I want to be doing, you know, more than, like, 1 or 2 MTF schools a week or whatever. I really want to be able to, like, commit to it and, you know, travel around and do stuff and, you know, do live stuff and whatever. That's my goal. You know, because Mike and I both work in the service industry, so. It'll happen for you to believe that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I work 2 jobs, technically. I do basically 40 hours a week on the podcast and MTF school, and then I do my 40 hours at a drugstore that pays the bills. So, and then just trying to find, like, a work-life balance has been a big challenge. But and all of the, like, 2 therapies a week as well. Like, I'm trying to find some balance. That's an excellent goal, and it is a strong choice. Having a space set up for an activity drastically increases your ability to output. This all sounds excellent. Thank you. Sorry, drop off. I have to get back on the road. Thanks for hanging out, Vivian. Nice to talk to you. And I'd love to connect with you in the near future. And please tell Sky I love her if you see her. And I hope you guys have some great shows if you're performing tonight. So thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you finally and, like, kind of talk a little bit. Sounds good. That sounds great. I can't wait. Yeah. And yes, sorry, the space set up for an activity drastically increases your ability to output. Thank you. Likewise. Yeah, the studio spaces that we were touring have, like, it's like a huge open room in, like, an old mill. And, we could basically build, like, a sound stage and, like, soundproof the whole thing and, like, have full control over lighting. And then it would also be nice, like, when I have, like, guests come over, they're not having to, like, walk through our house to get to the basement, and then the basement isn't, like, that great either. So I really want to have, like, an official, like, office space / studio space that people can I can just bring people to and be like, this is the studio. That's my 1-year goal is to get a studio space and maybe go down to working 30 hours a week at CVS, because I want to have more time to, like, commit to this stuff. But I was kind of, like, also wondering, like, maybe Friday nights I'll, like, kind of plan to do, like, a scheduled hangout with everyone here, just to kind of, like, connect and, like, get some ideas for MTF school and other stuff, and just hang out. I know I was gone for a few weeks, but I'm back from my mental health sabbatical. That level of professionalism boosts everyone's confidence and comfortability. Yeah, exactly. And like I come from like the traditional media world where like I've worked at 3 like news live TV stations, and I'm very used to like that kind of setup and that kind of like designated space, if that makes sense. So it's a little weird when it's like also happening like where I live, and we also like don't live alone, like we have roommates, so it's like I really, yeah. We did at least get the podcast is in its own room in the basement, and I was actually filming MTF school down there too, but the ghosts have not left me alone, so I also decided like I've been decorating here, and I was like, this is my bedroom office, and I feel like this is more personal. So slay. Hi Bailey. And I need 3 or 4 sabbaticals. Yes. I have also been trying this thing where I am like I don't have social media on my phone anymore. So I mean I'm doing it right now, obviously. Like I download it when I need to like post stuff, but I've been really trying to give myself some like disconnecting time, and like I just keep YouTube and Snapchat on my phone. So like when I'm at work, I'm not like stressed out and then like trying to like reading comments, because like that can get a little scary. So like that's been a really good thing for my mental health, is like kind of creating a little bit of a work-life balance. And then like when I come home at night and I settle in, I'll like open my laptop and actually like go through and like read messages and stuff and respond to people. Color scheme in this room is the straight. What? Wait, there's a straight pride flag? Hold on. Straight pride flag. Search. Orange and black. I'm not finding it. Does this look familiar? It's orange and black and tough, haha. Okay, I'm gonna search orange. Is it this? Because that's... interesting. Is that it? Oh my god. Someone made a straight pride. Oh, it's a shirt. I thought it was like a onesie for a baby. So my beef with the orange and black is that it's the colors for Grindr. But the super straight trend flag also can burn. Yeah, no, I like the orange in this room. It's probably been that way since like the 70s. This house is like 140 years old. So God knows how many colors are underneath that one, but, I've been trying to like, okay. I've been trying to like decorate it a little bit. I have all my all my CDs here. I have my Fugler Gary. I have all my Star Wars Legos. I have Chopper. I have the Ahsoka set. I have Ahsoka's ship, I believe, or Anakin's ship. One of them. And then I have Grogu over on the bed. Your kitchen is orange and black. Haha, I've never once been on Grindr, but I know a bit about it. It's a place where people can go. Yeah, I'm a physical media connoisseur. I need the physical media. And then I do have Grogu. I don't want to pan my camera because my bed is a mess, but I have the whole Grogu with the cradle thing that I've been building for Legos. Yes. Oh, I was gonna say I've been collecting box sets for TV shows and stuff, because like part of my like offline of it all is like I have an old TV and I have a DVD player connected to it and a VCR, and we've been watching the Legend of Korra. We just watched through all of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I have that all on DVD. Leaning into cassettes here. Like music cassettes or like VHS. I'm not very educated on tapes. I actually don't know how to use this VCR. It's my dad's, and my brother bought me a ton of Pokemon VHS tapes, and I want to be able to play them, but I'm really scared of like ruining them. And also my TV has a VCR, but it's broken, so I want to be able to get that fixed at some point. I totally stopped doing makeup. I can't believe someone said they watched every episode of the podcast and they're doing an animation on the deer. I can't get over that. Yes, gotta dig in. I don't know if you have Bull Moose in Pennsylvania or like Newbury Comics, but those are my favorite like physical media stores. But also Goodwill, because like all of their VHS tapes are like $1. And like a lot of times they'll have good CDs and like really good DVDs and stuff. And I love thrifting. Where's my waterline brush? But yeah, what do you collect like for music or movies? We do not. I'm living off of mom and pop record shops and flea markets. Oh, you don't have Bull Moose or Newbury Comics. Okay, cool. Still cool though. Flea markets. I haven't been to one of those in a long time. But part of my tism is like physical media. I need it. So I kind of hoard it. But the good thing about CDs, at least, is I did eventually cave and get Spotify, but I'm on my family's plan, so I don't pay for it. But I got this like $20 like CD, DVD player and writer. And it plugs in with a converter or like it's a USB 2.0, so I have a converter to USB-C because that's what my MacBook is. And I literally burn all of my CDs to my computer, and then I put it on my MP3 player. But then I also burned some of the podcast episodes to DVD to play on that TV using that thing. It slays. So for music, I'm collecting early electronic, reggae, dub, metal, dungeon synth, and all the classics. That's cool. Irish folk and folk revival. I'm trying to remember if I know any of those bands. Or any bands in those are genres. If I know any bands in those genres. I like some new metal. Some like Icy Stars, Pierce the Veil, and who else do I listen to? Motionless in White, I think. I'm gonna do my water line. Got the whole system going for DVDs. Love that commitment. Thank you. I'm really proud of it, and it makes me very happy. The TWAT logo is giving new metal. Wait, really? That's so... I never thought of it that way. That's cool. Is it because, like, a lot of, like, the, like, new metal bands do kind of, like, spookier stuff? You saw Pierce the Veil back in the day. Korn as well. Never saw Limp Bizkit. Has Mike... No, Mike went to Ozfest. Mike is a huge Sabbath fan. And he got a Sabbath vinyl for his dad that is in my vinyl box right here. Korn, I know Freak on a Leash from Guitar Hero. And that's cool you got to see Pierce the Veil. The font with the circle word art and outer glow. As a teen in 2006, we were making that art. The font... Sorry, I'm so dissociated. The font with the circle... Okay, I need to look at it now. The font with the circle word art and outer glow. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yes, I am a child of the 2000s, so, like, it's very... I love kind of, like, creating with nostalgia, too. So... Sweet. I've never thought of it as new metal before, but that's really cool. Thank you. I'm really proud of, like, the fur detail that I did. This is actually my cat's fur pattern from her forehead because she's a tuxedo cat, and I kind of used a picture of her and, like, kind of adapted it. This is also not, like, a traditional deer. This is just kind of, like, a deer I made up. So, yeah. Did I finish the water line? No, that looks chopped. I love it. I would absolutely be on a, it would absolutely be on a show poster in '06, and that's a fun way to fold in your cat. Thank you. That's so cool. That makes me really happy. Thank you. I'm really proud of it. I haven't posted about this because it's still pending, but I've been in the process for about a year of getting the name trademarked. I'm in like the final steps of that now. I just have to actually start doing sales and being able to prove that I'm using it, if that makes sense. I like went through the whole, what the fuck is it called? The USPTO office. I registered, or I submitted to them last summer. It went through the public review. No one challenged it. And, it's now ready to be registered, minus like statement of use having to be filed. So, and then I just kind of copyright protect the art. But that's the word mark. The Will of the Hunted is what I'm working on trademarking. But yeah, I don't know. I'll open the door. Maybe Ink will come in. She might wreak havoc, though. Psst. Okay. She'll find her way. And this is Grogu, by the way. That was a frog. I think I kept dropping him, so I don't know where the frog's legs are. Come on! Come on! What? Come on! Hey! Come here! She went right into the bed. Where should I put Grogu? Once you get it listed, regardless of sales, you can show proof of use. He ate it. Oh, right. Yep. That's canon. Come on. Let me lift you up and say hi. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Like 2 seconds, okay? Okay. This is Ink. She does not like being held, but her presence has been documented. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. She's a loud cat, though, for sure. Yeah, the statement of use thing is like $300 to file or something, so I've been like, trying to figure out when I'm gonna do that. She's actually our roommate's cat, but we've lived with her long enough that I'm kind of her godmom. And she's now under the desk. Yeah, that's Ink. And her name is actually, like, not what you think. It's it's short for Incorporated, because my roommate Eleanor Langthorne is in the band Vices Inc., and that's where her name came from. Because they found her while they were on tour. She was a stray. And she loves being in the window. It's kind of silly because it's the same cost for a small creator or for Google. Feels like the cost should slide. Yeah, the barriers to entry are crazy. I also went through Trademark Engine, and I spent $1,300 on all of the application and follow-up and the different like classifications for the trademark, like, because it's like, I went ahead and like preemptively just kind of registered for everything I think I would do in the future with it, but then I didn't realize that was like triple the amount of money, and I could always do those later. So Oh, thank you, Ivy. I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. I'm grabbing my anti-dissociation tools. The only thing that's like really been helpful is I went to school for business and I did part of my minor in entrepreneurship. So I kind of have like a little bit of an idea of like what's going on, but still like a lot of learning. My most recent experience was grabbing 2 trademarks for products and it was $8,000 with an IP lawyer. What do you mind me asking? What do you do for work? And $8,000, that's crazy. I'm grounding myself. I'm so dissociated. Ink is done with the window. Well, makeup technically is self-care. That does help me. So I'm gonna keep doing makeup. Blush. Eyeshadow. Blush. That was the company I worked at a bit ago. We did the electronics for model trains. I'm a software engineer. That's really cool. That's sick. My brother is a cybersecurity analyst. Hi, you want this window? You want this window? Are you sure? Come on. Oh, anything I can do or not do for grounding? Oh, like what will help you? Like grounding tips? Get some brush. So this is this beautiful shitty palette. I'm gonna go in with Drench. Oh, to help me in this moment with grounding. Oh, that's very kind. I don't know. Just hanging out's been really fun. Thank you. I also am like kind of figuring out my DID so that makes things a little interesting. But it's been getting better. Yannick, is that you? Is that your name? Am I pronouncing that right? I wrote it right here. Hi. I'm trying to remember everyone's name. How's it going? It must be... What time is it over there? Totally fair, all space for it. I've done blush. Did I ever finish blending? It's 2 in the morning. Well, thank you for joining, but I hope you sleep as well. Well, I guess it's a Saturday there, so. But how's it going? Hello? Oh, she's under my dresser. Okay. Are you gonna be a problem? Okay, she's chewing on wires. 1 second, sorry. No. You're chewing on wires. It's time. It's time to leave. It's time to go. Ink. Come on. Come on, honey. Come on in. Oh my god. Okay. Failed attempt. And do you guys have any fun weekend plans? Going great. Just finished work and randomly saw you live. Wanted to say hi. Thank you. I hope work went well. I also worked today, so I feel. Love you. Powder and highlighter. If I can remember where they are. Hi, Joanna. Oh, everyone's hanging out tonight. This is awesome. We've just been kind of hanging out and catching up, and I've been off and on doing makeup. I keep forgetting that I'm doing makeup, and then I keep restarting. So maybe by midnight it'll be done. Cool. I'm gonna do some... What? Apologies. I'm gonna do some brush. Okay, I'm proud of how this is starting to come out. Highlighter. Maybe I should do eyeshadow first. I like my flat little wedgy brush for eyeshadow. I also was taking attendance since this is MTF School Live. So we have Joanna. Who else has been hanging out? Oh, Vivian. Today's May 8th. All right. I have like horrible memory loss, so I like try to write down like who's hanging out, because when I download this video to put on YouTube, it will not show the comments, which is really sad. I don't know where ink is now. Eyeshadow. I don't even know where I put the brush. Right here. We're actually filming for the podcast tomorrow too, with 2 season 1 alumni. I'm gonna do fresh. Is anyone a Star Wars fan here? Mike and I just finished Shadowlord Mall. I have a lot of thoughts about it. I don't know if anyone cares though. Oh, that's so cunt. Urgh. What should I do for the crease? Maybe a quench. No, that's not dark enough. Slushy. I don't know why slushy is brown. That's a gross color. I'm bumping my friend Parker's music. Only the first 6, blah, old, and cringe, I know. Only the first 6. That's fair. 7, 8, and 9 are kind of like... Anyway. I always think of her from Two Broke Girls. Wait, who? Sorry. Oh, Jennifer Coolidge? We're cooking with gas. Yes. It's so funny. Mike was so confused by like what like accent I was doing. Like he knew it was Jennifer Coolidge because I like, yeah, it is. It's something I do, and he knows I do it because like he's lived with me for 3 years, or he's been with me for 3 years, but I don't think he'd ever like, he didn't know who she was like visually, so I made him watch like a compilation of Jennifer Coolidge, and the Broke Girls one was like one of the highlights that I actually didn't know about either. So where her water broke in the restaurant. Yeah, Jennifer Coolidge. I'm playing fucking DJ. It's still loud. Yeah, Jennifer Coolidge, that impression is something my best friend from high school got me into. And then we did it for like 10 years back and forth. And then now it's just permanently part of my vernacular. Oh, she's Queen Cunty in that. And the version that I do for MTF school, I call Jennifer Male Privilege, because it's like, you know, God tried to make Jennifer Coolidge, but he like messed up first, and that's the one I do. She's kind of like doesn't know what's going on, and she's a little, you know, yeah, it's, I don't know, it's like a vocal stem that makes me happy. So it also like, I like, especially like with my healing when I'm scared, which is most of the time, I'll do like voice impressions and stuff in the car to kind of like cheer me up. That was dark. Sorry. Yeah. I guess I can do highlighter now. But I don't know. Jennifer, she's also kind of like a beloved figure in like the queer community. And to me, she is like the peak form of like feminine energy. So that's who I think of when I'm like doing MTF school, and like, you know, what would Jesus do? I really need to blend this shit. She's bringing a younger Dolly Parton. I never connected those dots before. That makes a lot of sense. This song makes me want to die, so I'm gonna skip. We're gonna go to a happier album. Yeah. This is highlighter, by the way. I kind of zoned out. Sorry. Am I crazy, or are you... Is that the makeup flying in front of the camera? I'm seeing things. Eyeliner and lipstick. We're closing in on the finished product. This is the old eyeliner that needs to be thrown away. I was talking about Star Wars, wasn't I? My memory loss very clearly playing out in real time. You said you didn't watch the newer ones. I don't love the newer ones. I love some of this newer series, though. And I don't care what Star Wars shits out. If it's Skeleton Crew, if it's... we will watch it. But Shadow Lord Maul is probably, like, one of the best shows I've ever watched. So if you are a Star Wars fan, please check it out. Love to see how the makeup is coming along. Still suck at it. No! I'm sure you're great. But thank you. Yeah. I'm sure you're great at makeup. Oh god. I need to do a mirror for this part. I'm getting clown lung. Inhaling all this powder. I didn't plug in my laptop. Right. Right. Oh my god. 12th grade, have you tried makeup? Or, like, how do you identify, I should ask? Oh god, it's so quiet now. I need music. Where the fuck is my iPad? Okay. Oh, it's right here. She's rebooting. I want to listen to my friend Parker's new song, FNY, FNLA. Fuck New York, fuck LA. Departure. YouTube.
Yo, shut the fuck up. Don't even act like you'll never tell somebody that
It's
they're
Diva.
fucking lip before. We're being fucking hypocrite. I'll fucking you, and I can't stop back. You don't know me, bitch. I'm not about that dick riding hoe. Physically attached, not ratchet. Then you say you got hacked. Wipe yourself based off of who you hang with. When are we good friends? Either trying to ask consent. First world problems, can't cut bitch. Listen, if I can take a shit, don't need to recognition. I'm a tired that bitch. I don't need shit. Working in the 501, I buy it. But the numbers, bitch, I am biased. Album number one on your playlist. I'll never give a fuck what you think. That New York, like LA. They know that you're so critic. Or someone that might just a plastic.
You're agender. It's annoying even to say. That's cool, though. What pronouns do you use? Or prefer? New York is cool. Forgive me, I'm not sure how to pronounce your username. Gungmir. Hi. Hi back. Serafina, nice to meet you. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, those are not similar. Oh. One more time. I've been working with it/that, but again, I feel very annoying. Cool. It and that. I love that. We got a little surprise liner going on. It's something. How do I fix this? Let's figure it out. Maybe there's no hope for her. Hello? Oh, you want to go in the window? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Come on. Okay. Be that way. That's pretty close. A little more lift on your left probably has it. If these wings were on a real bird, it fell out of the sky. I kind of like... Whoa. I kind of just keep making both sides bigger until they look kind of similar. I also have hooded eyes, so that's why it's really fucked up. Shh. Sure, why not? Why not? It's fine. I'm gonna just put on some new music. That's how people with mustaches end up with the... Right? Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm gonna try to... Thank you. I'm gonna try to blend. I'm gonna try some purple. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I keep seeing shit like fly. I'm still so like spooked by like filming when I used to do all my reels in the basement because like the shit that would show up on camera. Spooky. Oh, also like really fun announcement about my friend Parcher. If you are following him or you're not following him, you should, please. He makes amazing music like you were listening to right now. It's Parcher, Parcher. And he's also kind of like my best friend IRL. But he just got booked for his first live performance performing Lexington Pride in Kentucky. So please, if you're in that area, check it out. Spooky friends, yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, please check him out. He's awesome. He's a gay man. He's a proud queer icon. And super cool. He's actually going to be on the podcast on Tuesday. So I'm very excited to check that episode. That's very fun. It's basically like, it's like 40 minutes of us kind of like FaceTiming because like that's how close we are. Let me type it. Yes. Please follow, please comment and say hamster. AJ says hamster or something. He'll know it. He'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he has new music coming out. A new album project coming soon as well, so hyperpop, some alt, you know, kind of all over the place, but like in a really good way. Mascara. Followed. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. He deserves it. We actually went to Ethel Cain and saw Ethel Cain. We went to an Ethel Cain concert together a couple weeks ago. It was really fun. Well, I got eyeliner all over my arm. Hi, Liam. It's time for lipstick. Where is the cap for my mascara that I just had? Oh, right. Okay. I like the red lip. I'm really vibing with the red lip right now. So Why the fuck not? Oh, well. I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh. Oh, thank you. I'm going somewhere fun tonight. All glammed up for a night at home. Yeah. So it exploded. Fuck! Oh my god, 1 second. I'll be right back. So that happened. That definitely went everywhere. It escalated very quickly, and now it looks like I've been snorting lines. So I'm gonna use some makeup remover because it is all over my face and my body. Jump scare. This is a sign of the times. Clip it! Oh no. Oh wait, that came off much easier than I thought. It is a sign of the times, I fear. Yup. Well, I thought it was like, I was like, oh, I got a little bit on my arm, and then I was like, oh, fuck. And then it happened so fast. But I'm playing in the sandbox. Okay. If I reapply some concealer, it might help. Ink, get out of the makeup. Okay. Out. Banishment. 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 Eternal. The nose was like theater grade bloody nose quality. One shot cinema FX level. Random nosebleed story, but one of my friends who I grew up with, she had chronic nosebleeds, and she was like a field hockey player in high school, and she would put a tampon in her nose and like keep playing field hockey. And I always thought that was iconic. I just need to get this makeup to the finish line. But I threw that red lipstick the fuck away. I might as well just do this whole side at this point. It works tremendous for all sorts of wounds. I do the same. I cut my pinky half off and wrapped it in Fleck tampons for an hour for the hospital. You cut half of your finger off? Please tell. Are you okay? I'm glad the tampons helped. Oh, thank you. Sometimes I kind of figure it out. A lot of times I'm just trying to do something and hope it looks good. Crisis averted for now. I cut a half ring around a pinky finger to the bone. Tendon damage. I cut a half ring around. Like, were you like cutting, like using a knife? Or did you like have, what is it, ring emulsion? Like, where you like fall and catch the degloving knife. I was working on a grinder, stay off the grinder, caught and threw the blade into my pinky. Jesus Christ. Wow, okay, so merely a flesh wound? Or like, did you lose the rest of it? My late grandfather was a carpenter, electrician, and he was using a table saw and did this, and the blade went right up here. You make knives, hence grinding a blade uncarefully. Do you do like forging? That's really cool. Lost sensation on one side, but not much grip. Whoa. The legend goes he did lose his pinky and they buried it in a soup can in the backyard. Allegedly. This is still everywhere. Oh my god. You did stock removal, so less pounding, more grinding, but still treating and doing handles and all that. Just can't pretend I'm a cool ass blacksmith. That is some Appalachian shit. Yes. My dad grew up in Kentucky, so I guess technically yes. Stock removal. I don't know much about blacksmithing. My friend is a leather worker. Her name is Cass. I'll type her at, but apologies. The Astral Artificery. That's my friend Cass. She does really cool stuff, and she does a lot of like work for the Ren Fair community. I don't know. I think she might do knives as well. I'm not sure. You could never get away with murder. Always going to be finding more red around. Yeah. That's that. That's true. Did it go up my nose? Oh my god, what? Oh my god. It's gonna haunt me forever. This is fun though. I'm having fun. I'm having a fun, as Ethel Cain says. I can't click things or accidentally disconnect. I will on the wine. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, please check her out. She's awesome. I watched one episode of Forged in Fire. So I know basically nothing still. All right, I believe it. I believe it. We're gonna do the lipstick this time, and it's not gonna explode. I believe it. Okay. I'm gonna reapply a little bit of blush. Let's do the forehead corners, because why not? This is blush. Forging mostly means hammering metal into a form. Stock removal is taking a bar of metal and only cutting away material to make a form. Oh, is it the like really thin like blade? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Like okay. It's like a really thin like blade that like I don't know how to explain it. I know what you mean though. I'm having flashbacks. Maybe using expired makeup is the real problem. I forgot to get chopsticks. But that is cool. Forging is interesting. My aunt used to do glass blowing. A bandsaw. Is that does it have like the really thin blade and then like you kind of like do that with the metal and yeah. If you know what I mean. Sorry. Thin blade, only as thin as a scroll saw. I've not heard of that. That's cool. So is it a hobby, or did you ever like work professionally doing that? Because you said you're a software engineer. Sorry, I'm really locked in. Oh, I don't know about this. I'm gonna let it dry before I keep overcorrecting. Not always a hobby. Yes, software is, was, and remains the bill payer. Hobbies stack up around. Stay locked. You got this. Thank you. I hear you. I'm a pharmacy tech. And a cashier. This is my hobby. What drug do I sell the most? Oh God. people, it's either like Eliquis or like Jardiance or like Wegovy or like Viagra. It's like, that's like the main four-ish. I also recently, like just recently got my pharmacy tech license this spring. So I did not go to pharmacy school like all the bitches in the pharmacy do. So I don't know a lot of the names still. And I definitely have asked questions about medication that didn't need to be answered. Like I definitely asked someone what they use Sildenafil for. If you know, you know. Yeah, Wegovy and Viagra. That's America. So there's been a crisis, but not as bad. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if it's the lighting or if, like, this is really just not even. I'm going to use eyeshadow. Sildenafil, why do I know is that? What is that? It is a generic form of Viagra. And I definitely looked a man straight in the eyes. Because, like, working in a drugstore, like, out front and in the pharmacy, people will ask me for, like, the most weird-ass shit that I've never heard of. And I have to... My boss is like, oh, like, ask them what they use it for, and then you can kind of direct them from there. Like, if it's, like, a vitamin or a digestive or whatever. So I just kind of asked that, which is kind of a weird question to ask, and someone definitely, like, leaned in close and said, it's Viagra. And I, my face turned, like, this red. So, definitely gonna remember that and not ask that question again. Use it for flying fighter planes. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I'm kind of scared to ask. Did you... Anyways. You know that's a use, right? For pulling G's, it pushes up blood pressure so you don't pass out. Oh. Oh. I never knew that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. My dad is a retired military pilot. So I've watched Top Gun too many times. And I know the use case that you're referring to. So they're definitely overlined. I think it looks crazy because I don't have the hair done right now. Is it? It is a closeted film. Can we not agree? Yeah. I agree. Oh wait, I should do setting spray first. I think this is probably as good as it's gonna get tonight. Balanced with a little rye. Thank you. Once the lipstick goes on, I kind of feel the divine cunt energy flowing through my veins. Now that I have makeup all over my body too. So I might as well start doing hair. Thank you. Oh, with the makeup? Thank you. It's kind of just what's been working for me the most, I guess, or what I like to see when I want to feel glammed up for MTF school, because like otherwise I'll wear like a drug rug and like a snapback cap, you know? So I feel like I need to like channel the estrogen. Let's turn on the bat signal. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh. Apologies. Oh no. Oh. The light is wrapped around my chair. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Age is a fun component. I'm still learning to factor it into looks. I try stuff with the looks lean spooky. Oh, like with makeup and like wardrobe and stuff. That's cool. Spooky's cool. Also, I don't think I've ever explained in the past however many hours I've been on this live that this poster is the neglected hamster eyes meme. Yeah, hell yeah, spooky. And like it makes sense with the metal vibes too. almost just pulled the whole light over again. Old Spooky. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm sure it's not. Old Spooky. This is my curling gel in a travel shampoo bottle. I'm just gonna like try to reform a 9 to 5 hair. $36. A long 36. Fair. That's still young though. Mike is not to age him, but he just turned 38 and he still looks like he's in his 20s. Or he acts like he's in his 20s. He's awesome. But that's not old. It's what I'm trying to say. That's not old. Okay. I'm putting on a Parker vlog. Wait, no, I can do that behind me. We're gonna put on a Parker vlog because I've run out of music. /@EatsParcher. There's the podcast logo.
Hey y'all, so I'm having a bit of a crack. I just cut the footage off. Okay, damn it.
I just need like some background, something. Alright. I count the other way. 40. I just got scared seeing. Anyways, I just put that there. I count the other way. 40 years still to go. Ticking off the time served. I see. I'm having a stroke. That's cool. I like that mentality. And then I have the MTS school glasses here. Oh, it's coming together. Okay. I'm happy with this. Thank you. It's giving. She has a college degree, but works at CVS and moonlights as a content creator in the not 18 plus way. Okay. I'm gonna write down some ideas. So, I'm gonna film some MTF school in a minute. I'm trying to think what topics to focus on. I kind of wanted to, someone sent me a message about, they can't come out. They're in a pretty conservative area. What can they do to, like, express themselves without, like, outing? Thank you. So I told them about how I used to have a lipstick when I was growing up, and I would hide it from my family until I came out, and that definitely helped me. So lipstick / having small things to see and feel hope. What else? What else? Someone asked me about EMDR. That's more of a podcast thing. Vacations for people at various types of transition, where, how, safely, etc. Ooh. Cleaning up after small special effects makeup moments. Oh, God. I was like, oh, no, the lipstick can't smudge again. The Incredible Gulk joined. I love that. Vacations. I definitely just went to like the most conservative place in America for my vacation and grew up my facial hair while I was there as kind of a fuck you to Tennessee's trans bans. So, I might not be the best one to take advice from. But let me see, for people at various types of transition, where, how. Take a vacation to a sanctuary state. How about that? Like Maine, Minnesota, the tropical places, you know. I'm writing it down. Do you want me to, if I film that, do you want me to credit you? And / what would you like me to refer to you as? If so. Hi! I love your username. I don't know what it means, but it sounds really cool. Just writing down ideas for MTF school. I was really proud with the bra one. I thought I had a lot of fun with that. And I was like, Mike, we need to go to Target. I don't know if I like conveyed in like the correct information on how to pick out a bra, but I tried to like demonstrate a realistic experience of trying to figure out how that works. You go by Ahab. Okay, cool. 12th card, Ahab. Well, nice to meet you. Thank you for hanging out so much tonight. Incredible Gulk. You start HRT on Monday. Everyone, let's take a moment. That is really exciting. I'm very excited for you. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's 10 years for me in this fall since I started. And I still remember like those first few days, it was like the dysphoria, just feeling it, like fight the dysphoria. It was just like, so I'm so excited. And I hope everything goes smoothly. So congratulations. Yeah. This is also kind of the MTF school shirt at this point. I used to like try to like do different things, but now it's like, this is the workhorse. This is your second attempt at it, but this time you feel really committed to it. It's still awesome. Are you going through like a primary care provider or like a endocrinologist? Sorry, I was just watching the Parker vlog. Caught my eye. Okay. How about Ethel Kane talking about demons? Perfect. You're using Folks Online. What is that? Do you mind me asking? I haven't heard of that. That's really cool though. I hope you get the results and the everything you want with it. That's really exciting. Yeah, I'm curious about Folks. Olsen, I go to talk to my endocrinologist on the 18th. I'm a little scared. Are you starting HRT as well? Like, is that like a new thing? Or is it kind of like, kind of seeing how it's going and like adjusting levels of it all? Going to talk to them about it. That's totally, I totally hear you. That is scary. But, what part of it, like, is it most scary? Is it like kind of the physical changes, or like kind of the whole like transition of it all, and like people's perception of you changing, I guess. Because I relate and I can empathize to all of that. I really want to drink Gatorade, but I don't want to fuck up my lipstick. But I hope it goes well either way. I need a straw. You know those bitches on TV that use a straw because they have lipstick? I don't have a straw. It's an agency that does telehealth for HRT. They have trans-friendly providers that help facilitate getting hormones for individuals who want them. They also set up checkup appointments. Do you know, is it Finster? It's not through the company that they did, right? But I'm glad, it sounds like it's working. So that's awesome. I have not heard of that. Thank you for telling me. And blood work to test hormone levels. Would you recommend it to other people? I think that'd be an interesting thing to talk about. Telehealth for HRT. And Ahab, if you're still here, thank you for the vacation idea. I don't know if I said thank you. Telehealth HRT. Incredible. They set up check up appointments. Blood. Transmitters. Let's see. That's a really interesting thing. I haven't heard of other people using that. Just everything. I've definitely been scared of a little. I've definitely been scared of a little everything. Sorry, I am so I have dissociation. It makes reading hard. I kept being like, I'm 39. I feel like I'm so late versus everyone else, but I know I can't think that way. There will always be someone older than you who starts later than you. So 39, you're not like, you've got this. I know people who started in their 60s. So like, it's never too late, honestly. Like, I mean that you like are in like different stages of your life, obviously, which makes things different. But yeah, I hope you still go forward and try to like find who you are and live yourself, live as who you truly are, no matter what age. The English language is getting difficult. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So I know it's scary, but like I really hope that you get the support you need to feel like yourself. And you're never too old. No, not Finster's thing. This is an American agency. Okay. Have you tried? That's a good conversation, actually. Gender GP was the... Oh! Gender GP equals Finster equals bad. Noted. So from what I've heard, it's a great way to start everything off. I personally haven't had any issues with them. The reason I stopped the first time because of financial issues, not their service. What's the like, is it like a subscription service or like, can I ask? I'm not asking about like your finances, but like, how do they like set that up for people who are like, using their service? Like, is it like do you book by appointment or? I think this will be a good conversation to have on MTF School. Do you mind if I like make a reel about it and like kind of like shout you out and be like, we talked about this on live and I think this might be a good conversation. Like, what do you guys? I want to ask the audience what they've experienced with that kind of service too, because I really haven't heard about that. Also, if you follow the MTF School account, do you know Afra? APHRA. She does Trans Ed Tuesdays. She's also really cool. I want to do some highlighter on my lip. The intrusive thoughts are kicking in. And the caffeine pills are still working. But where's the highlighter? The more important question. iPad, go that way. I need to start cleaning up some of my makeup because it's throwing off the feng shui. You pay a monthly $45 or yearly $300 fee. I'm going to write this down because I have memory loss. That is not a pen. That is a makeup brush. Pay monthly or yearly fee. They also have resources like therapy and support groups. Thank you. I think that'll be a really interesting conversation topic. Especially like, because I remember everyone talking about the Finster one and how that was such a scam. Caffeine pills are crazy, anxiety pills. Yeah, I don't like coffee. So that's the thing is like, I don't like coffee. If it's mostly the taste for me, so I need the caffeine somehow. And they're from CVS. It's not like crazy. It's like the 200 milligram, which I think is like equivalent to a cup of coffee. Or I'm having a heart murmur, to be determined. Hi, oh, it's Sky. I hope I pronounced that right. Let me see if there's a name. Kai. Oh, it's Kai. Hi, Kai. Plume is also very similar to Folks. I was looking at them in the beginning, but also really had thyroid issues, so I already had an endocrinologist. Okay. Folks and Plume. And Olsen 34. Yeah, thyroid issues, that can be interesting with like then changing your hormones. That is interesting. I'm writing that down. Thyroid affecting HRT usage. The more you know. I'm sorry that the thyroid issues have been affecting it. Oh wait. You already had thyroid issues, so you already had an endocrinologist. I hope it's not affecting HRT. I'm not sure if I misinterpreted that. Thank you for telling me about Plume. I personally haven't keeping up with the Finster drama, so I don't know if there's any similarities. I haven't either, honestly. But I kind of reposted when people were like warning about it. That's as kind of deep as I got into it, though. 200 milligrams is pretty spicy. It's a chunky cup of coffee. Diet Coke is 75 for a 12 ounce. So I just did like crack, basically. And that was like the lowest they had for CVS. That was the cheapest one, was like 200 milligram pills. Good thing they sell pill cutters. Is that like crazy? Is that crazy? Is caffeine pills like a crazy thing? Am I like, because I don't like coffee, but I need the caffeine. Is that like kind of like a cracky tweaky thing to do? To just like straight up do caffeine pills? I don't know the optics on that one. I realized your name is in Japanese. Your name is Lacey. Nice to meet you. Incredible book. I'm like keeping notes of like everyone who joins and like gives ideas and stuff. I'm taking attendance. Lazy. Thank you for being here. What we do here. Oh, what are we doing? Wait, I hate to just jam in, but are we in apocalypse? Wait, what do you... I hate to jam this in, but are we in an apocalypse? What do you mean by that? But probably. Probably. Chop them in half is a decent call. Okay. Thank you. I definitely, yeah, caffeine definitely helps with my dissociation because I have DID. Have you tried tea? It has caffeine without making your heart feel like it's going to explode. I have tried tea, but I haven't like tried it for caffeine. You might be onto something there. I might have to try. You know, the other thing that, yeah, I'm gonna have to try that. I know a couple who have used them, but having overdosed on caffeine, I'm always the one warning people. What does a caffeine overdose entail? I'm scared. Which kind of DID? Are there different types of DID? Or am I just like forgetting everything right now? I have dissociative identity disorder. I have CPTSD. I don't know if there's a specific kind of DID per se, but if there are different types, please let me know. You're so right. I switched to tea after having major issues with coffee. I had a friend in middle school, I think, drink like 3 Monsters on a school field trip, and we all thought she was gonna die. I did fuck with energy drinks for a while, but then I ended up with like 4 cavities and was like, And like, so I'm still trying to keep my sugar intake low, and that's kind of also the thought process with caffeine tablets, but it feels kind of like it feels a little crazy when I was like downstairs earlier, like cutting a caffeine tablet with scissors, and I just felt like, oh my god, this is what we're doing now. Basically an extended anxiety attack with dangerous blood pressure and heart rate, vomiting, nausea. For you, it became the first major panic attack leading to a lifelong anxiety disorder. Oh my god. Hours, which a panic attack shouldn't last. Jesus Christ. Do you know how much caffeine that took? Just making sure I haven't missed anyone's comment. Thank you everyone who's hanging out, by the way. Is it smudging? I can't tell if it's a problem. Oh, just having memory loss or just... Sorry about the train. This isn't very too short, too long, too short, like you were saying, Ahab. This is what I get. And everything is shaking. Okay, sorry, Kai. Having memory loss or just falling into yourself, or the kind of more having, different isolated personalities and separate memories. Yes, that kind. Yes, I do have that type of DID where like I don't like the word, I don't use like alters or like system. I call them my parts. Yeah, I do. And it's something that like I just got diagnosed with last fall, and it explained so much about my life that I was very confused for a long time, basically. And like understanding that diagnosis has really turned my life around. Alters. 3 pots of coffee, 2 liters of Mountain Dew, third Monster, no food. You were 144 pounds back then. Oh my god. So 3 pots of coffee, 1 liter of Mountain Dew, and 3 Monsters is the limit. Noted. Scale for weight. What was it before the diagnosis? Oh, what was it like? Take off the glasses so I'm not doing the MTF school persona while I'm talking about this. Basically, I have a podcast called The Will of the Hunted, where I talk about, I am a trafficking survivor, and I didn't know I had DID at that point, so basically I ended up acting like a different person for like 3 or 4 years after that, and was very self-destructive and risky, and just kind of like changed, like I like started going by a different name. I was goth, and yeah, I just like felt like the part of me before that had like died, which isn't exactly how that works. It's just kind of like repressed. But yeah, so I was just kind of really all over the place. Everyone in my life was like, what is going on? But I realized, I found out pretty recently in therapy that DID starts as a kid, and something did happen when I was a kid. So I'm a CSA survivor as well, but yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but I talk a lot about it on my podcast, The Will of the Hunted. It's in my bio. If you're willing to check it out, please do. I've been documenting, like, talking about DID and what's helped me kind of heal and stuff too, so it's my little plug. Actually have there's the logo. The Will of the Hunted is 12th, which my little cousin called Twooth, or Tooth, or something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I want to say this right. Pocahontas. You just started HRT 3 days ago. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, everyone's starting HRT. Yay! It's a little support group. Yeah. Watch out for each other. Keep each other updated. That's awesome. One more thing about folks. On your first appointment, they schedule you to see a doctor to kind of sign you off to start it. Okay. So you still have to have like a doctor's approval. They start you off. So like a consult, basically. Forgive me because oh, you're good, Kai. Forgive me because like I started HRT so long ago that like all of my knowledge of that process is probably very outdated. But I had to like get a letter saying I had gender dysphoria from my therapist. Is that still like something you have to do? Or do you just have to go to a doctor and they diagnose you with gender dysphoria? Yeah, consult, exactly. Okay. That makes sense. That definitely keeps the medical credibility with like a business model like that, for sure. These lips look huge. I haven't needed one. They just wrote me a prescription for E. Nice. Okay. Maybe that's an outdated thing then. Which is probably a good thing. Less like barriers to entry for care. When did you... Incredible Look, Lacey. When did you say you were starting again? Monday. Good luck. I'm very excited for you. I was like kind of thinking like, should we make like a group chat? So like when people have updates on like stuff, then, you know, you guys can like share information. My nose is running. Maybe it's also a state requirement. I'm in Florida. Are you experiencing, is Florida one of the states that has a lot of like bans and stuff happening? I started my transition in Maine, which is a sanctuary state, so I didn't run into that. Just a lot of bureaucracy, because that was kind of in the old days before a lot of the Biden era kind of like updates, I guess. You'd be so for a group chat. Okay. Raise your hand if you want to be in a group chat. I need my teacher glasses again now. For the bit. Group chat. Florida isn't the friendliest, but it's also not the worst. Hand. Oh, it is Kyle. Sounds good. I will add you both. We'll stay in touch. Pocahontas, I used Planned Parenthood. They used informed consent model, no letter required. Informed consent model. I don't know why I'm blanking while I'm trying to picture what that means, but it sounds like it makes sense. No letter required. That's good. Informed consent. Sorry, I'm having like a wicked memory loss. I have no idea what that means. But I'm glad that there weren't like a ton of obstacles to like getting into Planned Parenthood. I've heard they're like pretty good too. I went to one of my most recent providers was a women's center in Bangor, Maine, called the Mabel Wadsworth Clinic, and women's clinics honestly slay with trans care, which makes sense. But like it could like it couldn't like, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say. No therapist's letter stating dinners for you. Okay. Cool. No headache. Whoa, sorry. I totally forgot what we were talking about. Hence the DID. Florida. I'm glad it's not the worst. It seems like a scary place to transition right now. I just want to like hide under a rock until Trump gets out of office. I like, for real. Ooh, I'll make a video about that. Passport. I need to get my passport, renewed. And I am absolutely terrified that it's going to get, reverted. And then it'll be stuck like that for 10 years. So that is freaking me out. Even though all of my documents are legally changed, I'm still worried that because I like am very public about my identity, not that they're going to fucking care, but like, not that they're going to know or fucking care, but still, the fears. Because 10 years is a long time until you can get it renewed again. And then you're like getting pulled in every airport. I just told them my story and they said, yup, here's your estrogen script. Okay, cool. That's awesome. And fuck Trump. Absolutely. We have horses, right? Oh. Are you talking about, like, pre-op? Is that what I'm interpreting? I am post-op. And that has made my life going through airports so much better. We'll do horse piss if necessary. Horse piss. I'm so confused. Conjugated estrogens. I'm sorry, I'm not picking up what you're putting down, I guess. Fuck Trump, we can all agree on that. Yeah, no, I'm 5 years post-op this week, which is crazy. That is obviously a very privileged surgery to have. And I was very lucky to have that through my family. I did not have the resources for that on my own. But it has made me feel safer going through TSA, because I used to get patted down every single time. They would pull me out of line. They're like, she has a bomb in her pussy. And I'd have to be like, that's not okay. And then I'd get groped, and then they'd be like, oh, not a bomb. And I'd be like, thank you for making me super uncomfortable. Now can I prove that I am just a normal human now? Because they have like this, like, I don't know. It used to be like this like gender-based like model, like where they'd be like, woman. And then like a woman would walk through and they wouldn't expect anything in like that area. And then anything else would be flagged because like they think people are keeping stuff up there. I don't know. How do you voice train? Coaching is hell expensive. I'm going to write in the comments the creator who I followed to do Steph Signotti. Parker! Steph Signotti, search her on YouTube, search her name and voice training on YouTube. Okay. Steph Signotti was kind of my MTF school back in the day. We used to make estrogen drugs from fertile female horses. Really? Okay, Parcher, I have been sending people your way to follow you. I don't know if anyone has carried the message of neglected hamster. You're eating canes with Bay. Oh my god, hi Leon. Hey, hello. Hey. But we had one of your vlogs on. We listened to all of the Live Dead Repeat. We listened to FNYFNLA. We listened to Pull My Teeth and Eat Them. Yeah, I miss you. I love you so much. I've been trying to convert people and send them your way. So tell Leon I said hi. And yeah, let's FaceTime this weekend if you want. You missed a party? You went to a frat party. I missed the party. No, we're just hanging out. So yeah. I miss you. I miss you and love you too, Diva. He also says so. I really love you guys so much. And I was telling everyone that your episode for the podcast comes out on Tuesday. I'm so excited. I actually kept the part in where you were showing me the hamster memes. So that's in there. But I'll let you guys have dinner. So I love you. I love you. And text me. Kai, yes, the red pill contains different estrogen compounds like estradiol, estrone. Okay. I had no idea that came from horses. That's cool. Okay, I'm so sorry. Voice training. I did answer that. Steph Signotti. Okay, but I can briefly go over what she taught me. Through her YouTube videos. Actually, I comment on her posts sometimes and she responds to them and I'm like, I think I actually DM'd her once too, or I responded to a story and she responded and I was like, she is the OG trans YouTuber. But she does this thing, it's called the well analogy or something. So it's there's different places you can take your air from when you're speaking. So when you go through male puberty, your voice drops and you start taking it from your chest like this. Yeah. And you can feel it resonate down here. I'm faking it because I can't do it that well anymore. Yeah. Like you can really feel it down here. And then, so that's where you're kind of resonating from. Like if you went through that much male puberty, which is what I did. I didn't start until I was 18. You want to try to overshoot and do head voice, which is like, yeah, oh my God. Ugh. Because it's like, you're only taking air from like here up. So it sounds like, I think she calls it like Mickey Mouse voice or something. And then the more you do that, it like forces you to like reuse, like change how you use the muscles. And then you end up sitting here in the throat. I don't know if that makes sense, but so that's like what I did was I spent like years kind of like forcing it, faking it, doing funny voices like Jennifer Coolidge, and then, like, I just came up with a great idea. Jennifer Coolidge teaches voice training. Yeah, that's the three things. And you kind of, the more you do head voice, you overshoot and end up kind of settling here. And then eventually you'll kind of forget how to do this, if that makes sense. Also estrogen, the more like your body kind of changes with hormones as well, your dysphoria and everything changes as well. And like, it's going to feel more natural for your voice to like lift a little bit too. So I hope that helps, but please watch her videos. I also have a couple videos on my channel too. It's at aj.offthehook. So please check those out as well. She definitely did it better. She probably, like, I got that information from her, so she probably explained it way better. So Steph Signati, it's in the comments. Kai says, any opinions or info regarding pioglitazone? I have not heard of that. What is that? I'm very curious. Yeah. But, it's still so cool. Everyone's like starting HRT this week. I'm really so excited. Also, if you're within the last 5 minutes here, we were talking about making a group chat. Because a lot of people are starting HRT, so I was like, ooh, let's make a support group chat. So if you are interested, speak up. Yeah, I've been on live for a while. We're watching Ethel Kane talk about demons. It's an insulin drug which affects the fat redistribution to be more gynoid, supposedly. Oh. I have not heard of that. I'm going to write that down. Thank you for telling me about that. Pioglitazone. Insulin drug. Creates more gynoid. Fat redistribution. I struggle with weight gain. I'm trying it. Okay. I hope it works. Please let us know. Keep us updated. Debates are available on Willpower Sun. I'm sorry, debates are available in Willpower Sub. What is Willpower Sub? I guess I'm not that literate about, the internet. What am I wearing on my bottom half? I am wearing, wind pants. Like sweatpants. And my boyfriend's underwear. I like stealing his boxers, because wouldn't take it if you were not diabetic. The endocrinologist from Reddit. Willpower. Interesting. Yeah, and that's the thing about estrogen is it does cause weight gain because and weight distribution. Specifically, I think progesterone as well. Have you explored progesterone? I think that does cause weight gain, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not super educated on everything that way. I've been on progesterone for 4 years and estrogen for 10 years. You just started it, yeah. I started progesterone because my breast growth was kind of ass for like 6 years. So I kind of did that and I was able to get to a B cup. So, but yeah, it does, the weight distribution, it does sit a lot more in your hips and your bosom and your arms. You get those bingo wings. Yeah. You know, because like the muscle tone, you just did a flip. Congratulations. The muscle tone kind of like all drains out. So then, yeah. You've been on progesterone for 8 months and 1.6 years on E, cycling weight. I'm very happy. That's awesome. I'm glad you're very happy. I'm glad those have been going well. I don't really know, like, I'm trying to remember, like, how to explain if progesterone, or, like, if anything, which one of those is more weight gaining or not. Progesterone made a big difference in breast growth, yeah. It definitely restarted mine. But then I also have, some, like, tenderness, always, with it. And I got first breast exam. It's trans woman. I had another idea. I did a breast exam, like my primary care recently, and she said it's just because like normal women's menstrual cycles like kind of fluctuate the amount of like estrogen and progesterone that are like in their body. But if you're on like a solid daily dose like I am, then you're always gonna just feel the effects always. Progesterone makes it hard to lose weight. They both increase subdermal fat. That makes a lot of sense. Tenderness might be because of the ovulation levels. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Thank God for subdermal fat, though. I used to think I wanted FFS, and then after like a year on estrogen, I was like, oh wait, this is helping more than I thought it would. So, yeah. That's the fun thing about DID is I have literally no idea how long I've been on live. I think it's been at least 2 hours, but I don't know. Time is an illusion. Sweet. I've never heard of using insulin though. That is interesting. I'm also kind of writing down people's usernames from, so I'm taking attendance so I remember, because like the second I download this video and like put it on my YouTube channel, because that's kind of the archive for like MTF School Hangouts, so that like everyone else can kind of get the same information as well and hang out. It doesn't save the comments, so I like will read comments and then like forget who said what, and people say some really sweet things, so I want to remember. And I have memory loss. You came on when I arrived at work 2.5 hours ago. That tracks. Wait, so you've been watching for 2.5 hours? At work? It's 10 o'clock here in New England. This has been a fun Friday night though. You've been teaching? Are you a teacher? You're in China. It's 10 a.m. Oh my gosh. Wow. Welcome. Oh my gosh. I had someone from Germany who was hanging out earlier, and it was like 2 a.m. her time, I think. You have a special Saturday schedule this week. Is that in mainland China, do you have 6-day school weeks? That's cool. I'm a fake teacher. Or I try to teach. I'm not licensed. I applied to do a partnership with Masterclass. I really want to try to see if I can like do something with them. Because I love learning. We had a public holiday and now we have to make up one day. Oh, so you have to make up the holidays. Wow. Are you from China? Are you from the US? I'm just listening to Ethel Kane talk about squealing pig demons. South Africa. Wow. Did you move to China for work? That's really cool. I really wanted to go to China when I was in college. I had an international business undergrad, and I really wanted to go to Shanghai or Beijing. But then Trump got elected while I was in college, and a lot of the regulations changed. And then then they were like, oh, you can go to Hong Kong. And I was like, but I only study Mandarin. I don't know Cantonese. So, and then I ended up just like switching to generic business and picking up a fashion minor. But China's really cool. South Africa, 11 years ago. Wow. That must be like, those cultures must be very different too. You have a podcast. What's the name of your podcast? Taking notes. Where's the book I was just holding? I've lost the notebook I was holding. I don't know how that is possible. Why would I put it? It's right here. What's the name of your podcast? Oh, thank you. In school, in the US, we have to choose a language to study in high school. And I studied Spanish, but then I really wanted to learn Chinese. My school didn't offer that. So I worked with a teacher from another school and did 4 years of Mandarin. Kaleidoscope. And Ruby Ray D. What do you do on your podcasts and blogs? Do you mind me asking? Or like, what kind of themes do you talk about? Giving vlog because I've grown. Yeah, a lot of my Mandarin is probably leaked out though. I haven't really kept up with it. But I really got into it because I liked learning how to write the characters. And then my boyfriend, Mike, was a linguistics major, and he also studied Mandarin. Vlog is trans existence, trans history podcast and perspectives. I'm going to check that out. Thank you so much. I definitely need to check that out. Trans history. Trans history podcast is perspectives. Your Mandarin is pretty bad. Can't write and read, but speaking is good. Do you teach in Mandarin? Or do you teach in English? And yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you for telling me about your podcast. I'm going to definitely check it out. You teach in English. Cool. Math, science, and English. English literature. What grade do you teach? I'm glad you joined too. Thank you. Yeah. I'm probably going to jump off pretty shortly. So I can, I'm going to try to film a little bit of MTF school. You teach grade 4. Nice. My mom, was a elementary school teacher. I'm not sure what that equates to in China. I'm trying to remember. Dashui is university. High school is... No, not Gonghua. Okay. I just know Dashui is university, I believe. Or college. Shuixiao is to study, to learn. I know how to draw that one. Shui. Pretty similar. Xiao Shui, Zhong Shui, and Da Shui. Okay, so Xiao Shui is primary school. Zhong Shui is middle school, Dashui is high school. That makes sense. And then, wait, what is college? Is it, I can't remember. My Chinese teacher is from Guilin in like the southern half of the country. And Zhongshui. She was really cool. She made me a lot of like scallion pancakes, and we made dumplings together. That was really fun. And then we'd celebrate like Chinese New Year, and she would give us like the red envelopes and everything. I was actually studying with one of my childhood friends who was adopted from China, so she was like kind of learning, because she grew up in the United States, so she was learning Chinese and learning about the culture from someone who was natively from China. So we both studied with her, and yeah, that was really cool. You're close to Shanghai. Cool. I really want to go to China someday. But my passport, if I get it renewed during the Trump administration, I'm fucked. But I loved reading about like the Great Wall and stuff growing up, and I don't know, Shanghai just seems really cool. I had a lot of friends I had a lot of classmates go to Hong Kong for school. Your parents-in-law always give you red packets. Nice. The little like chocolate gold coins are really cool. Now your friend we can meet. Yeah. Yeah, China would be really cool. As I'm looking at, please ignore the mess. My boyfriend does jujitsu, and he has, I think that, yeah. I don't know exactly what that says, but jujitsu is that Chinese? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Ugh. But he knows Mandarin too, a little bit. We try to quiz each other. We're so autistic. China's pretty chill about trans people if you're not an activist. Interesting. Are they still like, is it still like really kind of tricky for like Americans to travel there, like as tourists? Because of like kind of all the attention that Trump has caused? I definitely want to at some point. One hospital changed your gender. Okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Instagram's not part of the firewall? Oh, the hospital changed your gender. I'm still waiting for my passport to change. I'm trying to remember, I remember my Chinese teacher showing me like some of the apps that she used because I don't know if they could use Facebook. I think it was called something pin. It was like a penguin. Yeah, my passport needs to, you're on a VPN. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, my passport expires next year, but I'm so afraid of getting it updated right now because they've been reverting a lot of them. And then you're stuck with it for 10 years. I'm glad that I didn't know that China's actually like not, or that like if you're not an activist, it's like not dangerous, I guess. Makeup tutorial when? I I think I have some on my channel. I did my makeup on this video. I know it's like 3 hours long when I post it on YouTube, but I think I have one on my channel. Yeah, it's called MTF School Full Makeup Routine. It's on my page. Just scroll down, and it's on my YouTube channel as well, which is in my link in bio. It's AJ dot off the hook. And I have all the MTF School videos on there as well. So I do have one. It's all in a Jennifer Coolidge impression, though, fair warning. It might be a little different with a USA passport versus South Africa. Hassan went and was going fine, but he was hassled on the way back into the States. Okay. Do you guys know Gigi Gorgeous? I know that's kind of like, that definitely dates my repertoire of trans references, like, you know, people who are making videos like way back in the day. But I remember, I think she went to Dubai or something and she got detained, and that still kind of like stuck with me, and that still kind of scares me. I think she did like a vlog or something about it. You asked about Firewall VPN. Oh yeah, no, I was just curious, like what apps were and aren't behind the firewall. I find that like very interesting. Oh, Brenda Ashgirl, you love her, yeah, she's really cool. I grew up watching her. Yeah, and I loved her makeup tutorials and stuff too. And then I don't know if you're like a fan of like the Drag Race community, but like, I didn't realize that Gottmik is also a close friend of hers and like was in a lot of her old videos. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Hi, Lacey. I know, that is a cool username, Brenda Ashgirl. Fire from Heat is really cool too. And Incredible Gulk. Oh, yes, I do know IMHO. I love them. I love Darby and Alexis. I keep showing people, I don't know if you know the clip of them talking about it was like some like viewer they wrote in about someone had like in their aunt's basement in the 70s like a monkey named Susan, and it like froze to death, and like that's probably like the funniest clip I've ever seen on the internet of them talking about it, and I show it to like everyone I know. They're awesome. I love Alexis's. Oh, actually, I love both of their like dark humor. I vibe with that a lot. I'm such a like liar though. I don't actually watch like the full podcasts. I need to. I'm like a fake podcaster where I'm like, yeah, I listen to other podcasts and I like watch the reels, which is probably what people do for my podcast too. So hey, all good. But yeah, I need to. I love their show. I'm glad someone else knows about them. Yeah. I love I don't know, I love their commentary. I also listen to, when I remember to, No Gorge with Violet Chachki and Gottmik, because they're just so interesting and funny. And then I also, the one I've been listening to the most is Give It To Me Straight with Maddie Morphosis. Because that's the kind of like humor, like that kind of humor is like usually what I kind of do for my content. So Darby's a second show, Twinuendo, with her straight twin. Check it out. I have heard about it. I have not. I need to check it out. I haven't actually watched it or followed it. So thank you. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. They really inspire me. I also love, again, can't claim to be a full podcast listener by just listening to reels, or maybe that's just like the new thing, but I love Drew Afwalo. The comment section, I think, is her podcast. That's really funny. I love oh god, what's his name? Caleb Huron. I can't remember the name of his, but that's really good. You grew up evangelical, so it is right in your wheelhouse. Kind of same. I have Baptist Christian family who does not talk to me anymore. The comment section is great, yeah. I grew up Methodist. My dad is Baptist, but is supportive of me. But I grew up Methodist. Am I still practicing? It's a mystery. Kayla's great. Yeah, I love what was her, that was a joke? Oh, I saw this guy named Christian. Ooh, trauma. But yeah, Kay Poyer is also a trans content creator who I really look up to a lot too. I really love her. She's like one of the people who inspired me to start doing MTF school. Methodists are supposed to be chill, right? As far as I know, Methodists and Lutherans that's kind of where my family, who still goes to church, they kind of hang out in that area. Mike is actually he grew up Catholic and he went to Catholic school, but he's no longer a practicing, I almost said Protestant, practicing Catholic. I think I'm spiritual. I don't know if I'm religious. But Lutherans are certainly chill. Yeah, they're like the We Love Gay People church, at least in Maine. Because like my mom, she'll go to like a Lutheran church or like the Methodist church and be like, oh, they're really supportive, and like try to get me to go, or like kind of open the options for me, because I kind of have been shut off from them for a long time. Ethel Kane is under a blanket. Good for her. Religion. Yeah, a lot of my family in Kentucky and Tennessee is Baptist. Catholic, got lots in the family. Very spiritual, not religious anymore. Swinging the pendulum back. Catholic, yeah. Yeah. That's deep. I'm an evangelical. And from are you from Pennsylvania? Because is that Bible Belt? Does the Bible Belt swing up into Appalachia? I know, like, all my family in Kentucky and Tennessee, that is Bible Belt. But up in Maine and New Hampshire, that's Yankee, Yeehaw, Protestant. Yeah. I've had a very complicated relationship with religion. But I think I'm spiritual. Like, I think I believe in God. I don't know if I believe in Jesus. So the Catholic is extended family. Immediate was Pentecostal, charismatic, evangelical. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Pentecostal. I don't know much about Pentecostal besides the, like, kind of rumor things that, like, you know, like people speaking in tongues. I don't know if that's actually true. So, but yeah, I don't know anything about Pentecostal. Sorry, not to offend Pentecostal. Pennsylvania is super Christian. coming from upstate New York. This is crazy. Mennonites, Quakers, Amish populated the place. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, you have talked to me about New York before. Right. Gotcha. Okay. Quakers are cool. Ivy, I was wondering if you had any tips on coming out. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for asking. I'm taking attendance. Ivy, your sweetheart. I'm doing this because, like, I save these videos, but then once I download them from Instagram, all of the comments disappear, so I, like, forget who asks things. So tips on coming out. Your dad speaks in tongues every morning around 6. I don't believe in any of it, but yeah, I'm from that. Okay. Some stereotypes are true, I guess. Just kidding. Coming out. What context? Are you, like, still living at home with your parents, or is it, like, kind of, like, what stage in your life are you coming out in, is, I guess, my question. I can speak from my experience of coming out in high school, if that's helpful. But I guess in general, coming out, I think I made a reel about this last year, but, like, it can be really overwhelming and scary to try to do it all at once to everyone. So, I did it, like, one person at a time, if that makes sense. So, like, kind of being like, who's the most supportive, closest person I can tell first, who will guaranteed have my back? And then, you know, are they willing to have conversations with other people for you if you're uncomfortable doing that? Like my parents had conversations with my school for me, so I didn't have to explain myself. And they had conversations with my friends' parents and told them. And it kind of escalated from there. And then eventually I just kind of made a Snapchat story and was like, hey. So yeah, like, kind of breaking it down into steps and making it less overwhelming, if that makes sense. And just, like, kind of really focus on, if you know you're going to get a bad reaction from someone, like, don't, like, I would find a way to kind of, not need the validation from them, if that makes sense. Like, if you know someone's not going to be supportive, like, don't, unless you, like, really, really need their support. Like, I would protect yourself too. Like, know where to protect yourself and, like, where to, I don't know if that makes sense. There's for example, like, I was talking about, like, I have Baptist family who cut me off, and my parents did talk to them and say, hey, AJ is now AJ, transitioning, and that kind of ended their relationship with us. So I don't lose a lot of sleep over that one, but I definitely try to put my energy into people who I know will have my back. And then you have allies. You build allies. And then, yeah, and then it kind of gets to a point where more people know. Social transitioning is also huge. Like, once you have those people who know and who are supportive, kind of being like, hey, do you guys, like, mind, like, practicing changing name and pronouns with me? It can even be in private if you want to. Or, like, hey, can I wear women's clothes around you? And, like, have that not be weird, but, like, I'm not, like, doing it in public yet. Like, is it okay? Is it chill if I just, like, start dressing more like myself around you? And then kind of building it out that way. I hope that helps. Pentecostals usually believe you must speak in tongues to be saved. Right. It's intensely silly. It's camp. It's drag. Ethel? A whispered reading of an excerpt of Wisconsin Death Trip. Okay, I'll play that for like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna... I need to go film some MTF school before, get ready for bed. Yeah, that doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't make me, like, want to be Pentecostal. Not that that's important in any context, but, like, I don't know. I'm just like, oh, that you need to be saved by speaking in tongues. Cool. Well, there's room for everybody. Let's just say that. Or, like, I don't know. That is silly. I don't know why I feel like I'm, like, offending by, like, saying that. Getting slain in the spirit is so camp, so fun. That's, Jennifer Coolidge's My Speaking in Tongues. It's the, like, flow zoning of the female divine mother lake energy. It's spicy out there. Yeah. I don't know. I, like, oof. I like, with some of the things I've been through, I stopped believing in God for a long time. I'll just, like, kind of say that without getting too dark. And then I was like, well, actually, fuck God. Because, like, he wasn't there for me. So I, like, started reading the Satanic Bible and stuff for, like, a couple years. What the fuck did you just join? We're speaking in tongues. We're talking about coming out stories. And I'm talking about why I started reading the Satanic Bible. If that helps. Speaking in tongues is just cursing continuously. Yeah, same. Yeah. And then I kind of realized I was like, I just had a lot of healing to do, and maybe cosplaying as a Satanist wasn't my end game. But then I discovered Ethel Kane, and she is my religion, because she says, God loves you, but not enough to save you. And I've kind of rolled with that since then. You have my interest again. So dinosaur emoji. Yeah, no, are you from MTF school, or you just kind of just popped in? I do a series called MTF School, which is all about trans topics. And then I have a podcast called The Will of the Hunted, which is all about mental health and trauma healing and tough topics, cool people. Where MTF School is kind of like the lighthearted, kind of more fun, campy. And then TWAF, The Will of the Hunted, is... Let me plug. There's the logo. That's more of the, that's like my actual, like, long form content is like podcasting. Yeah. I think I'm going to do about 4 more minutes, and then I'm going to try to film a little bit of MTF School. My caffeine pills are still working, but not for long. This is a fun Friday night thing. Do you guys want me to do this again? Like, as many Fridays, or like, as often as I can do Fridays? Because, that'd be fun to have, like, kind of like a consistent thing where we can all hang out, like, at a certain time. I know I should do this more. I usually only do it when I film MTF School, but then I feel like it'd be more fun to do it more. Been in and out. Popped in, though, been out, and HRT 10 years, but 27 years evangelical, 17 years ministry. Seminary grad. So the tongues part was like, do I leave? Oh. So I was someone was telling me about, or You don't do religion anymore. Oh, okay. Yeah, we were talking about Pentecostal and like different religions. I was talking about, I think it came up because I was talking about how I've lost religious family over being trans, and kind of my own relationship with religion, I guess. And then Ahab said, deep evangelical background, right? Yeah. Ex-vans. Oh, ex-vangelicals. Ooh. I'm learning new terms. Yeah. I'm not anti-religion. I grew up Christian, but I'm not like a practicing Christian anymore. I'm still spiritual. But I'm sorry. I hope I hope you weren't offended by our conversation about religion. Homeschooled the whole thing. Gotcha. Do some more. Where's my highlighter? Okay. I have no idea. Oh, it's on the floor. Not offended, just guarded. I understand, yeah. I dropped my highlighter on the ground and it all fell out. This has been a disastrous night for makeup. Yeah. Well, I hope you feel comfortable with hanging out. But if not, I totally understand, and like, do what you need to do. Seminary, did you take Hebrew by chance? I loved it. Frederick Putnam's textbook. ADIV seminary. Because I talk a lot of shit about how Christianity is weaponized sometimes. So I don't want to seem like I hate Christians, or like I don't believe, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to clarify. Greek, cool. Me pretending to use highlighter since it's all on the floor. Sorry guys, I'm gonna end stream. My phone really needs to charge. The highlighter is tragic. Earlier on stream, I was like, ooh, what lipstick am I gonna use? And I had an expired lipstick explode in my hand, all over my arm. It got on my face, and I like ran out of the room. And it was everywhere. I probably still have it on my arms. So there's been some deep makeup lore tonight. A lot of tragedy, a lot of loss, unfortunately. Hi, Mighty Quan. Greek is fire. My brother did it, and I was not having the verbs. Declensions. Hebrew is nice and brief. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna film a couple MTF schools or whatever I have the energy to do, and then I'm gonna try to have one out Monday morning. But yes, I am gonna make a group chat with everyone who opted in. Kind of because there's a lot of people like starting HRT this week and stuff. So I was like, I don't go live enough for y'all to like keep having conversations all the time. So like, I want to make sure people can stay connected, if that makes sense. So let me know if you want to be part of the group chat. But anyways, I love you guys so much. I have to ask, when you came out, are you bi? Okay, I'll answer this question, then I'll jump off. When I came out, am I bi? I am bi. On paper bi, but I have been. I've pretty much exclusively dated men. Yeah, and I'm trans as well, so transman is the term, kind of, no. Transman is women who love women. Transman. I am bi. I don't know if I'm answering this correctly. I had someone join a couple of minutes ago, and I literally was like, their profile picture looked like porn. And I was like, what am I looking at? Okay. I love you guys. I'm so sorry. Thank you for hanging out. Ahab, you've been here since fucking like 7 o'clock. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you again. Good to talk to you again. And everyone else. I'm going to post this on my YouTube if you just joined and like kind of want to hear the whole thing and like what all the conversations we've had and like kind of the advice that's been shared. I'm going to upload this tonight to my YouTube channel. It's in the link in my bio. It's at aj.offthehook. And I put all of the MTF school hangouts there. So I will be uploading this as soon as it downloads onto my phone. And, yeah. And I'll, if you guys want, let me know. I can hang out again next Friday too, I think. So let me know if you're interested and we could try to do this again. This is really fun. So thank you. I love you guys. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to end this. I love you. Bye.